Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to more Zero Hour. Welcome back to the World Series 2022 and another round number 2 here for you today. A best of 11 or first to win 6 games up in the north of Snowy Drought. We have the USA player with the red. This is BoYcaH. Down in the south, facing him today, we have the Chile player, or the Chile stealth rather, with the Cyan Killer, which is Sonic. Sonic is, I believe, a Russian player, or at least from the Eastern European community. Whenever I say that, I mean there's a bunch of Eastern Europeans that literally have played together in their own little closed-off community for many years. I think Sonic, it's fair to say, is one of the weaker ones, or maybe the better way to say it is not one of the strongest. I think players like SPL, Staz, Asus, those kind of players, all from that community, are all quite a bit ahead of Sonic, and I am predicting here a BoYcaH victory. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head who Sonic fought in the first one. I don't think I was mega impressed. But that said, I think Sonic is capable. He also used to go under a name called Zars, by the way, and BoYcaH has pretty much all the way through his Zero Hour career always played under the name BoYcaH. Just to keep things nice and simple. BoYcaH goes for a crush, but I don't know what kind of maneuver you have to do to make those kind of tracks to actually try and get out of there. A bit of a panic maneuver. But the dozer eventually gets picked off, and the V goes down. Scrap deny comes in from BoYcaH, but Sonic's not even interested in the scrap that didn't get denied anyway. That is a big difference maker, by the way. That can be the difference between wiping out a load of MDs and just a couple of shots, or not. Fast third supply from Sonic, which I do like. Tech RPG now providing the distraction. Sorry, the distraction. I don't know if I said that right. But Sonic is preparing a TNT only just now, and it's not coming already. The thing you want to be doing is, this is the distraction right now. This TNT needs to already be on the way. So you see what I mean when I say I'm not too impressed with Sonic? That is exactly why. It's too much of a linear approach. That needed to be coming in, and probably double TNT in that, whilst that distraction was already going on. The 1V has even survived here, which is a bit of a blow there for Sonic. Tentacle is heading up to the top left. I think this is the TNT. There are 2 Vs guarding it though, so is that going to be able to break through in time? We'll probably say no, and if it doesn't... Oh, he's actually gone to block it with the terrorist, with the V even. Loses a V, but I think losing a V is better than losing a supply. I'd rather lose 1 V, costing $700, rather than a supply. So yeah, so far, not too impressed there from Sonic. The first attack didn't really do that much damage, and the second attack, being the TNT, has completely failed. Because it was way too slow. It needed to be coming in, multitasking, whilst the distraction was going on the left-hand side. These technicals now really are under pressure. They do need to get something done. They are heading over to these Vs on the right. But so far, just one technical goes down. Fast third supply, I did like that from Sonic, and he's on a fast second arms dealer, and a Palace going up as well. Would like him to queue at least one Rebel. Oh, he is doing okay. Okay. So yeah, apart from the few things at the start, everything else is macro behind this is decent, actually. Tech RPG comes in from Sonic. He's actually dropped off the RPGs in a bit of a bad position. Technical's now coming in again, trying to hit this V on the top left. But all the technicals are running to their death. Like, BoYcaH's just... He's not even doing anything special here. Just all the technicals just literally ran into a massive army of Vs with a tow upgrade. There's one RPG been left by BoYcaH, which is a mistake. Could just send 1 V back to defend that. But if those Vs just go across the map now, he knows of the stealth army. He's just wiped it all out. So if he just goes across the map now to the arms dealers, he should just be able to win the game there and then. He's probably looking for some tunnels here just by stepping forward a little bit. Picks off this tunnel here. This supply will now be wide open, or BoYcaH can just go straight here and start hitting the arms dealer. Their technical numbers are trying to creep back up. The Palace is almost finished. There's a TNT round the back, but what is it? Just a distraction? Just trying to delay things? But I'm not convinced it's going to send that army back just from a distraction. Distractions can work at keeping a V army contained in his base, but when he's already moved out, that really needed to be a real TNC. Not sure he hit anything. I don't think so. We could just go a little bit too close to this tunnel. Could have hurt his V's there from the splash damage. Technicals all coming in kind of in single file though, and the stealth is kind of getting wrecked in these last few minutes. BoYcaH does have the capture upgrade, could get his oil at any given moment. So many V's out with the tow upgrade as well. It's going to be so hard for the stealth to stop this. He does have a palace though and a couple of buggies. But I think even if the V's just suicide and just go straight into the base, you can probably replace the ones that you lose to the couple of buggies. BoYcaH is expanded on a third supply, building his strat. Wants to get the ambulance at the back, I think. Arms dealer gets hit. Worker on the right gets picked off. Buggy's coming in. DoMiNaToR is out, but he's really in kind of survival mode at the moment. The USA's got a bigger economy. Collected on his third supply. Pretty much no economic damage has been done to BoYcaH at all, and he's getting the artillery platforms and this repair bay in the middle. I mean, as BoYcaH, you're feeling tons of confidence here. Look at the amount of stuff Sonic has killed. 128 XP. Is not enough, and BoYcaH's nearly level 3. Strategy Center's about to finish. Did he lose one dozer? Maybe, yes, maybe he did. Yeah, he did, didn't he? Because that first dozer that went straight down the middle. BoYcaH's thinking about building a CC, but he actually built the wrong building for a second there, which was a war factory again. Could argue he could even be on 2 war factories at this point. Although it might be better to make something like an airfield and Vanilla Raptor split fire these. Or even a Comanche. A couple of Comanches actually would just wreck that, wouldn't it? There's no anti-air, there's no quads or anything. Sonic now heading over to the right, or thinking about it. Ambulance too far forward again from BoYcaH. And he is going to trap himself over in the top right. It's not the end of the world, really, because this army's still going to be... Still can hide behind these buildings, still can hide behind here. Still going to kill the 2 tech buildings here. Technical from Sonic. He's going for that dozer hunt, isn't he? That's what he's going for. It is a TNT. Might hit the power. It's a V. Could control fire to ground. Not really sure about that tech terrorist micro there. Could have killed the power. Could have force fired and killed the dozer. Was gifted the V kill. But with the search and destroy range, these buggies are just getting wrecked. It's on a little bit of a raised terrain here. DoMiNaToR is on the way, limping with his massive rifle. Don't tell me he's just going to engage that bunker now. It's pretty fully loaded, that. I think, honestly, Sonic is looking pretty wrecked. I think this is already GG. A10, heading over to the top left, might kill this black market. I guess the black market is pretty much the only black market. Does he get worker shoes? He did squeeze out worker shoes. So he has got an absolutely fantastic chance of the fact that he's got worker shoes. Don't even know what them Tomahawk missiles are doing. They were the craziest Tomahawk missiles I've seen. And I've seen some crazy Tomahawk missiles in the past. It's probably the craziest I've seen. 2 at the same time. There is a version of the Tomahawk that fires like a missile that the smoke trail is like insane. It like blocks your vision. I played it in that Generals Challenge. It's like a single player mission.
You are victorious.
I can't remember which one it was. It was like the really hard one against GLA Stealth, where we had the boss general down in the bottom right of the map. Do you remember that one? Anyway, BoYcaH was sidetracking a little bit here. BoYcaH goes 1-0 up. It was kind of expected for me to be honest, probably before the set, that BoYcaH would start here strong, but also that after those first 2 attacks from Sonic, the TNT failed and the Tech RPG failed. Like after that, it's probably already GG from there. So yeah, let's see if Sonic can make it 1-1 though, because maybe the laser is stronger. Okay, jumping into the reverse. Yeah, I said maybe the USA laser stronger. Actually, he's not even laser anyway. He's actually a USA vanilla, but probably you would have to say stealth is stronger actually. So the fact that BoYkaH won with a USA is kind of balanced, I think, but I think the stealth is probably all round stronger if played to perfection. Down in the south with the red player with the agility stealth, that is BoYkaH. Started very strong here. Up in the north, we have the Cyan player with a USA vanilla. That is Sonic. 2 supplies from Sonic. Very standard. Is he going to go for a dozer drop? The only thing BoYkaH did in the beginning really was send his dozer straight down the middle, but then he ended up losing it. And he ended up losing his first V as well, so I suppose the opening seconds did go in Sonic's favor. Dozer's going to actually do what? Okay. So he's actually picked up the dozer with his second Chinook. So his drop is a lot later, which gives that terrorist a lot longer to get there. So like that in itself is just weird. That drop should already be there killing workers, and it should already be getting picked up and heading over there. But now that tunnel's basically already finished, and the terrorist is heading there. Okay, tunnel gets stopped at 95%. Consolation prize. But I mean, what's this dozer drop to achieve? Do you remember that Chinook, wherever the hell it is? All this time it's just floating around. It's just not collecting. I don't. What is that even doing? Has he got? He's got a unit inside it. Okay, he's coming with a V. He's trying to punish here the 3 supplies. Maybe he realized late that it's 3 supplies, and that's why he picked up the dozer. I think that's probably more what it is. He's playing reactive. Yeah, BoYkaH has gone for the 3 supplies, so he does need to punish the economy. If he just sits back and lets BoYkaH collect on 3 supplies, then he should be getting overwhelmed by technicals very quick. Technicals do clear that. Scrap the Night comes in. Okay, fair play to Sonic. He's back collecting on his 4 Chinooks. Thinking about it, if the GLA opens 3 supplies, the USA also could open 3 supplies, and then the USA overall would still probably be in a better position, because then you could go on to War Factory's Tovi smell. Might try that next time I play it. Here comes a V drop with an ambo. Yeah, you could open 3 supplies, because the GLA is very, especially when you play BoYkaH, his arms deal is very late to become a real. It leaves it as a fake for ages. These V's coming in, but I'm not convinced it's enough, you know. He's dropping right in front of the tunnel as well. Where is BoYkaH? Where is BoYkaH? I think then V should have stayed close to the tunnel, because now he's gone away from it. That tunnel remains, and these technicals are going to come in. Oh, he's unloading. How painful is that going to be? Technicals just wipe it out. So BoYkaH's already economically ahead by 50% because he's got an extra supply. And Sonic has just lost his whole first 2 Vs. Yeah, very weird drop. You don't want to do that against the stealth, I don't think. And he should, if he did, he should have stayed there and at least engaged that tunnel. And then backed off, and there should have been a better laser lock. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, BoYkaH goes 2-0 up regardless. Okay, jumping into the next game, we've got GLA Demolition for the red player, which is BoYkaH up in the north. This is imminent victory. We are on by Jundi. Down in the south, we have the China Vanilla with the Cyan player. That is Sonic. So yeah, I think the demo is stronger. So yeah, you're expecting this. You're expecting normally this would probably be a 1-1 matchup. It's not impossible for the China Vanilla though. If you get to mass helixes, can try to make something happen. Is BoYkaH going to go for a TNT? I think it probably is worth going for a TNT, because you've got to make a couple of terrorists to start off with anyway, in case there's a truck rush anywhere. Probably got to have a terrorist there, terrorist over here. So yeah, when you got to make terrorists anyway, you might as well go for a TNT as well. Especially if you demo, it's like you can have one there, one there. You only need 3 terrorists to go for a TNT on a war factory or a supply. A bit weird here from Sonic. Okay. I mean, actually, it's quite a cute little base. Just I don't know if you have cash for all of this, do you? Yeah, it seems he does have the cash. He's got mines on these 2 things, but he's not mined over on the right-hand side. BoYcaH would have cleared it anyway with the RPGs, and he does get the supply. Almost a little bit messy, but BoYcaH got what he needed to get. The GAT could have picked off 1 terrorist, and it could have backfired a lot. He's even got mines on the war factory. He's literally got mines on nearly everything, apart from the 1 building that got attacked. But even if there was mines on that, BoYcaH was force firing the ground anyway to check. Another thing you can do is you can bring 4 terrorists instead of the RPGs and force fire the ground there with a terrorist with the first one, which clears the mines there and then allows the other 3 to run in. Bit more difficult to do maybe, but yeah, if you haven't got the RPGs and you need to rush out a TNT, there's a little tip for you. It's probably easier if you were like regular GLA or stealth or tox. Probably with demo, bit harder to do, I think. Helix is now out, but BoYcaH's already spotted the airfield, I'm sure, because he had a worker there before. He knows there's mines on this as well, because worker detects stealth, worker detects the mines. Okay, BoYcaH's tunnel over here gets cancelled. That's a nice little success there for Sonic. But BoYcaH is collecting on a 3rd supply, probably remaking his workers there now. Or, sorry, building up his worker numbers. Flamer heading over to the left-hand side. BoYcaH does like to go for crazy BoYcaH TNTs. Is it going to be a BoYcaH TNT on this Flamer? Looks like the quads will just take it out by itself. Oil survives. Oil capture will probably come in for BoYcaH. Helix down the middle is going to fly into 2 bunkers, though, and a tunnel. Don't know about this. Don't know about this. Nope. I think it just... There's this thing called game sense, bit, and it's like... You just can sense something is a bad engagement or something not worth doing or it's not going to work out. Flying a Helix between 2 bunkers and a tunnel that could have been fully loaded with quads because they were all very close. That tunnel is just probably not the right thing to do. I know you got to take probably risks at some point as a China vanilla because you got the weaker army. But if you just throw away your first full Helix like that, I think you're throwing away the game. Yeah, it's heading towards a 3-0, I think. Oil capture on the left comes in for Sonic. Yeah, I mean, a big thing that's backfired as well for Sonic is he's built $1,800 worth of mines, and then the only building that didn't get mines actually was the one that got TNT. So he's $1,800 down just for the mines, and they may not even come into play like at all. And he's thrown away $1,500 for the Helix, plus $1,500 for the RPGs inside of it, $400 for that bunker inside of it, of which the Helix I don't think achieved anything. Tech RPG from BoYcaH is going for a dozer hunt. Is he going to get both dozers here? Nope. He's going to get one though, probably. Could try to re-pick them up. Could bring him to the technical now. Try to get away at least. Nah, I think there was an opportunity there, but you probably could argue he's going to go down to the mines anyway. BoYcaH's just doing his BoYcaH thing though, of building stingers and tunnels all over the map. So yeah, one dozer alive. It's only the 50% dozer, and he's still building in the same place, the prop. So yeah, there is a chance BoYcaH could come in that same direction again and pick it off. There's a lot of flame walls going up, and there is like a defensive bunker with mines. Could be a little bit further forward, you know, stop any TNTs coming in on the oil. But there's such a massive attack coming on the right-hand side from BoYcaH. Couple of Scorpions. Loads of quad cannons creeping forward to the tunnels as well. And yeah, they're going to eat into the base. There is 3 flamers coming though with the flame wall. Might scare the quads off. One of the MiGs is coming in. Does have napalm as well. Weakens the quads a bit, but does also lose its life. I think BoYcaH can just 1v1 those flamers with the scorpions. Doesn't need to fight with the quads, I don't think. But now another building here is going to go down. This is the one with mines on it, so if BoYcaH does push this direction, could lose some quads and scorpions. And Sonic has been defeated. I think that game was already over from the moment he wasted that helix. Like, you can't waste a helix like that. You're with a weaker army against a stronger player. Can't waste a helix like that. But let's see if you can win with the reverse though, because then all you need is like a balanced matchup, and suddenly you can find yourself a 3-3. Let's see. Okay, so jumping into the reverse, we've got BoYcaH down in the south, imminent victory, with a China Vanilla in the red. That was my computer beeping, by the way, not yours. No panic. Up in the north, we have the Cyan player, which is Sonic, with the GLA Demolition. I wonder if he's going to go for the same. Is he going to go for 2 terrorists just to defend those? Or maybe one to the middle to stop a truck rush? Because even if you're sure the opponent isn't going for a truck rush, you probably want to make them terrorists anyway, just in case. Because there's nothing worse than getting truck rushed when you're left naked with no terrorists. Always want to cover your base with some terrorists. So then you're probably going to go for a TNT. So is BoYcaH going to mass produce mines? Yeah. Decisions. So barracks and 2 red guard from BoYcaH so far, going for the oils. And then behind it is going War Factory and Airfield. Is that going to be a Gatlix? Two oil caps coming in, so straight away now Sonic's got a job to do, and that job is to deny these oils. Probably the right one's going to come in, actually. As long as one of them comes in for BoYcaH, you're kind of happy with that, I think. If both of them came in, that's a really solid start. Yeah, the right one is going to come in. Like, Sonic hasn't even done a tunnel over here. I suppose he's focused the tunnel on the left. You probably can't afford tunnels on the flanks, on both flanks, straight away. He's going for a fast third supply, which like he did that in one of the other games. Technical coming in, but there is a Gatlix on it. It's a tech RPG with a terrorist inside of it, and it all gets wrecked by the Gatlix. Nice start there from BoYcaH. Just needs to grab himself that other oil, and he'll be in a good position. With this forward position here from Sonic, if he pushes a couple of quads now, could scare off this Gatlix. BoYcaH could get the refinery here in the middle. Not sure what BoYcaH is doing there. He's force firing the ground rather than actually doing a flame wall. It's a Fargo flame. You knew I was going to say that. Fargo flame wall. Nah. Fargo hasn't done that one yet. Fargo's trick is Fargo's flame wall will be flame walling his entire army. That's the Fargo flame wall. Middle refinery will be denied. I think it's a shame that Sonic isn't denying this. Even if you just suicided another technical, just to delay that until you get enough quads could be good. But I do like the fact that he's hitting this right side oil with RPGs. Is BoYcaH going to sneak through and get that? Don't tell me he is. Nah. Sonic seems to be on it. Ooh, what a legendary TNT. He even got the gap for it as well, and the scrap. Nice TNT there from Sonic. He has gone and redeemed himself in these last couple of seconds. And actually now, BoYcaH's on no oils. He has no oil on his side of the map. And Sonic does. And Sonic has a mid-supply. So Sonic's actually in a good position. But BoYcaH's on 4 helixes. Is Sonic prepared for 4 helixes? Speaker tower is out. That's the speaker tower. That's a bunkerlix. That's a gatlix, and that's a bunkerlix. So 2 bunkers and a gat. That's the firepower combined with the the speaker tower. That needs to really do something now. Because that is all BoYcaH has. He's poured everything into this. Sonic has 1, 2, 3, I think 4
Upgrade
quads,
complete.
maybe 5. But BoYcaH is already pushing now on this right hand side, and 1 tunnel is going to be picked off. 3 quads popped in the middle. That could be a bit deceiving for BoYcaH, because he could have counted them and thought, you know what, 3, I can take that. Then go in the base and suddenly 5 or 6 pop out. Might change his mind. But he's going back for now. TNT maybe down the middle from Sonic. Is that the last dozer from BoYcaH? No, it's not. Tech RPG, actually. But all the elixirs are on it. Not the best tech RPG in the world. Sneaky flamer down the right hand side. 2 flamers down the mid. Okay, 2 flamers now pushing the mid, clear out this bunker. Flame wall might kill that bunker, but the elixirs now moving in. This is the moment. This is the moment. Another 2 quads pop. BoYcaH is right on top of the quads. A lot of quads full, but also 1 helix fell. But regardless, this bunker has been cleared and Sonic has lost a bit of ground, but Sonic did get an oil on the top left. BoYcaH now expand into the middle. He's also occupied this bunker. Not sure how many he's got inside of that. 2. But he's reinforced his helix army. He's replaced the one that got lost. But a flamer straight here now could cause some significant damage there, because the only tunnel alive is actually pretty far back. And he pops the quads from that far back position. But are the helixes going to go round to the main base? It's just going to start the flame wall here, weaken all the quads, and then come in with elixirs. Elixir's going to use this opportunity to clear the right side, actually. He does have subliminal mesh in now. That's why he rushed out the propaganda, I think. Looking like some nice play from BoYcaH. Got to remember, whoever wins here is going to eventually probably go up against Staz, I think, is waiting the next round, and potentially the next round after that would be Xcal, probably something like that. So you got to be showing some real strong signs of play throughout all of this. Minimal mistakes if you're going to be beating Staz and then eventually Xcal, I think. Lotus is now out from BoYcaH. Quads pop on the left hand side, scare the helixes off for the time being. BoYcaH is going for another helix. I think stingers are your friend here. Like a stinger there. Or there or somewhere, or even 2 stingers. Because helixes are very afraid of stingers. They're harder to go down than a quad. And I think they do more damage than a quad. Big engagement now on the left hand side. Is this the wrong move from BoYcaH? So far he's lost 2 elixirs. The elixirs are on top of the quads though. But every single elixir is getting picked off. That could have been a throw there from BoYcaH. I think his better chance was earlier on when actually he was pushing down the right side of 4 elixirs. And there was only like 5 quads out then. But BoYcaH's just gone and wasted a whole ton. BoYcaH is level 5 though. A carpet bomb here could change things. Quads are running into a bunker, but probably will kill it. Here comes the carpet. Carpet's going to be pretty bang on, but the quads move at the last minute. 3 remain, but one of them is super, super low. And I think if BoYcaH just comes in now, chips off that one, then that helix now, the replacement helix, can just come in and finish that off. Sonic moving his quads back for a second. Mine drop coming in, which will probably cut off reinforcements from joining. And so far so good from BoYcaH's defense with minimal units after he threw away all of them helixes. Yeah, them quads are a bit stuck on the mines. I think if those 2 turn around, I think they're dead. That one can turn around. Worker being brought to clear the mines, save the army. Flamer on the right side was one of the highest firewalls you've ever seen. Needed to do the flame wall there, I think. To flame up the mountain. Quads engage in this Lex. But this was the right call for BoYcaH, and I think some of these quads just got deleted actually because they're on the mines. The mines exploded and actually help do the damage to the quads. BoYcaH's still collecting on mid. He's an oil down. Sonic has got a crazy amount of quads, and I think this could be the opportunity, you know, for Sonic to get himself on the scoreboard. Yeah. Definitely looking in control here. Artillery over on the left-hand side. I think he's going to hit that tunnel, isn't it? Oh, that worker pop. Worker survives. Tunnel survives, though. I don't know about that. Even on the middle, just killing them workers would probably be more annoying, or on the main. I'm not sure about just killing a single tunnel down to the hole. Quads moving a little bit too close to the airfield, though, onto some of the mines. But I think BoYcaH's going to lose this engagement, though, losing several gats here. He does have chain guns. Quads might step on the mines again. Yeah, does lose one of them. BoYcaH with a weirdly placed bunker, but I suppose he needs to cover that position now because the quads are pushing deeper and deeper in. CC now being hit. 3 elixirs out for BoYcaH. Can he somehow pull a comeback here? Because he's considerably behind. Helix is coming in. Well, only 1 elix went down so far. I don't know if that's bad targeting there from the quads. But BoYcaH survives and he's stopped this tunnel on 98%. That tunnel's just rebuilt, so that artillery was kind of wasted. BoYcaH's almost level 4. But the only thing you'll get at level 4 is like an additional level of artillery or something. He won't be able to build the EMP or anything like that from the Generals promotions. 5 workers here. 6 workers here. Still think it's okay for Sonic, but he just has lost a massive amount of quads. Yeah, a few times on the left. Lotus is waiting to go in. I suppose the artillery would have been decent there, actually. Kill that tunnel and then you could sneak the Lotus in. Capture a CC and a market would be decent. But BoYcaH is not quitting anytime soon. He's actually still in an okay position. He's still been collecting on mid all this time. Carpet bomb coming in on the middle. Probably still will be thinking more stingers to Sonic because he's got the money now. Like 2 stingers here, or maybe like 1 there, 1 there. 1 there and another tunnel there. You know, like making a massive line of defense, just like BoYcaH did in reverse. That's what I would be thinking. Stingers and tunnels combined are so good against China Vanilla. The only thing that can backfire is if he switches like massively into like GATS, ECM, and Infernos. Infernos could just wipe all that defense out very quick if you haven't got your Palace behind it. But actually, he's on Palace and he's actually got a Scud Launcher out. Scud Launcher coming into play. Doesn't hit anything so far, though. Nice split of the units there from BoYcaH. Yeah, it's actually moving deep into the base. If Sonic is now making Scud Launchers, I do wonder if he's going to leave himself... Lotus capture, nice. I do wonder if he's going to forget to make enough quads, but it looks like he's not, actually. He's still making AP ammo quads. Oh, Lotus gets killed by the worker. That's nice. Okay, Scud Launcher from Sonic trying to get some damage done. Helix has come in, but there's AP ammo quads there. Big Pop scares away the Helixes. This bunker is taking quite some damage. But the Scud Launcher actually gets picked off. Lotus trying to find a different way in. To before. Obviously, she died before to that worker. But she's going to die this time to... Radar Van, unless she disables him. Oh, Radar Van's going to suicide. Did that need to happen? Because the quads were there anyway. You'll still take it because it's a $500 Radar Van against the $1,500 Black Lotus. So Sonic is still in a commanding lead here. I think he could do maybe with junk repair if he's got the upgrade. Because these quads are insanely strong. If you get junk repair, they just become almost invincible, let's say. But I feel like one carpet, one EMP, one mine drop could wipe that out and then allow the elixirs to come in for BoYcaH. BoYcaH's actually making an inset center. Artillery and carpet on the oil. I think Sonic should be predicting that and honestly popping his quads like from here. Too late. Way too late. Wow, that is one of the weirdest placed markets I've ever seen in my life. Why would you build an aggressive market? Why would you do that? Okay, there's going to be a massive battle now. Absolutely massive. Big quad attack over on the right side. GATs, ECMs is the defense for BoYcaH. He does have chain guns. The Helix is actually just going straight for the base, though. They're actually going for the base. All the quads are racing back. The Helixes do not care. They're going straight into the base. Two Helixes fall so far. But the Helix is now well and truly in the base, taking out the tunnels so the GLA can't reinforce. More Helixes going down, though. They are now getting sandwiched in. Palisters get picked off. I'm not convinced that these Helixes got enough damage done. They didn't pick off enough markets for my liking. And I think that might cost BoYcaH the game. It was looking kind of okay. I don't know, man. That was a lot of elixirs, a lot of XP given to Sonic there. But how much money does Sonic have? He's got 3 markets. Palace being rebuilt. 3 markets against a fullish internet center. Yeah, a full internet center. It all comes down to the support powers, in my opinion, because one carpet bomb could literally wreck all of that. Sonic looks away for a second while he's shooting a building. Carpet comes in, wrecks all of that. I mean, it shouldn't happen. We're completely reliant on Sonic making a mistake. Yeah, this game is going to continue. One of the longer games we've seen so far. Can hear the cash shack coming in from BoYcaH. Yeah, I said he would only be able to get an extra level of artillery at level 4, but it turns out he took the cash shack. Yeah, cash shack is very strong. If you're only going to get level 2 artillery, which I think is the level he got, then yeah, cash shack is good. Not sure why there's an aggressive radar van. Is he looking for the mines, maybe? Does he think he's in? Do you think he's looking for stealth hackers? Here comes a mine drop. It is spreading out. Ooh, don't know about a mine drop and then a carpet. I suppose it did spread things out and he did get some stuff. But I still think there's too many quads, though. Only 4 GATs against, like, what? 11 quads? Maybe 10 quads? Yeah, 10. He's going to step on some mines still, though. And BoYcaH is approaching level 5. EMP could make all the difference. Maybe a couple of flame walls wouldn't have been too bad of an idea here. BoYcaH has been defeated. Yeah, he threw the game maybe with that massive helix push. It was actually looking kind of okay when all them helixes rocked up, but he's kind of suicided them in the base and didn't kill enough, in my opinion. I think he was better waiting for a bad pop from Sonic and then suddenly pouncing on top of it with the helixes. That probably would have been better. But either way, Sonic gets himself on the scoreboard. 3-1 is the score. Okay, jumping into the next one. We're on Stonehenge down in the south with the red super weapon general player, which is BoYcaH. Up in the north, we have the Cyan player with a GLA demolition. This is Sonic. Someone in one of my recent videos, some players played Stonehenge, and someone in the comments came with a legendary comment and said, every time Stonehenge is played, Dominator has to mention that I drove past Stonehenge once. I think I mentioned it once, but he said every time. Maybe it was twice, and then there's a third time for you. So just to make that comment the truth. You see the flashing arms dealer when I'm moving the camera? There are some funny graphical glitches in Zero. So yeah, super weapon against demo. Think anyone can win here. Probably prefer to play the demo, particularly on this map, because you can build a tunnel in the middle, grab all of that, grab all of that. You can do a terrorist in the middle to ensure that the dozer doesn't get the crush, but BoYkaH's not going for a crush anyway. He's actually gone for an EMP on the left. Is he upgrading that though? Because if you're doing this build, you need to upgrade that. Be interested to see if he's done it or not, or is he going to just go low power? Goes low power for now, but it might come online in a second. Let's see. Sonic's actually playing it interestingly. Rather than going for an obvious TNT, he's actually going for a quick oil cap. And if both of them come in, that's a really strong start. But this one on the right gets denied. We could just have the capture upgrade now. Sorry, the not capture upgrade, the cold fusion upgrade. Down in the bottom right, Sonic's dropped off a worker building a tunnel. This BoYkaH V is actually having some quite good success. I think going in there now and actually suiciding on the demo trap is not a bad idea, because you lost this anyway. Ooh, tried to. Tech RPG doesn't achieve anything. BoYkaH's denied the middle oil. Yeah, I actually kind of like that. From Sonic, I don't mind a quick oil build when the opponent's expecting a TNT. But in hindsight, though, knowing the build BoYkaH did, look at this. Knowing the build BoYkaH did, if a TNT came straight down the middle, there would have been only one MTV there to defend against the TNT. You could have probably got the double, maybe ended the game. But I mean, that's having known that there would be an EMP on the left, you'd have to go straight here. Yeah, that's a it's a cheeky EMP there from BoYkaH. Oil capture is coming again from Sonic. Yeah, I like this from Sonic so far. Just needs to get some damage done with these attacks, because so far Technical's just run into their death, RPGs then been picked off. Yeah, I actually it's kind of cute that, isn't it? The EMP there from BoYkaH. Only 4 workers on his main and 3 workers on his second for Sonic. But he does have a 2 oil lead. I would like that rebel brought through there and then start capturing the middle. But where has that rebel disappeared to? He's actually trying to capture this one. Okay. Looks like 1v might go down here. Tunnel is on it. No, it doesn't go down actually. Ambulance runs to its death though. He's clearing this up, kinda did take some damage there. Strategy center over on the left hand side from BoYkaH. I think BoYkaH will slowly clear that up. Would really like to see Sonic on a 3rd supply by now, and more workers on his main than 2nd. On his main is kind of okay, he's building a palace in the corner. But yeah, he had like 2.5k there, I think, for a while. I don't know why he hasn't expanded to a 3rd. He is now on this left-hand side. But is that not a safer one there? Because you've got tunnel here, tunnels here. This one is a bit exposed because the Vs could come here and clear it all out. Sedge and Destroy will help clear this bottom right. I do think there should be RPGs inside of here just to seal off this right-hand side completely. But he's building demo traps. Worker left over gets killed. BoYkaH heading to the right now with a ranger. Yeah, stride center up and airfield up. So Auroras are going to be raining down some damage on Sonic very, very soon. Demo upgrade is in play. V suicides itself there to stop the oil capture coming in. And the oil will be focused down. BoYkaH wants to get the bottom right oil. I think an EMP here could be kind of nice. Technical's moving in though. Do these have RPGs in it? Are they going to get the dozer? Could suicide here? Yeah, it does suicide. Gets a V and the dozer. I think that's kind of worth it. Because he is economically ahead anyway. Second arms then now being built by Sonic. Nice TNT on the oil there with the demo bikes. But the Aurora is out for BoYcaH. Going to hit this bunker on the right. Does explode, but doesn't actually kill the building. A bit weird, but to survive that. Another demo bike goes down. BoYcaH going a little bit too close to that bunker for my liking. I think he'll probably survive. Yeah, it does survive. TNT though, and it is going to be almost a double. Kills the war factory there at BoYcaH. BoYcaH's going to immediately rebuild it. I suppose that's when that EMP isn't that great. Is when it's blocked by 50% of the terrain. It's got either a barracks there or this. It can only fire in this portion. Actually, it's a 75% block, isn't it? If it can only fire there, it's 75% blocked for its vision. Demo bike coming in on these Vs. Is that going to hit its target? Apparently not. Aurora just comes back for a second. Middle oil is still in play. Quad cannon going to try and shut down this Chinook, but it's already combat dropped by the look of it inside of this bunker. Aurora just circling in the building for now. In the base, I mean. Another EMP being built, and the Aurora's really causing some damage now on the right hand side, but is Sonic just too big and too far ahead now? So 6k in the bank, and he's had a 2 oil lead for a good chunk of this game. And BoYcaH doesn't have any drones on the right side, and he could run into a demo trap now. He does scan it, and he happens to be right next to 2 giant bombs that are actually apparently bigger than the Vs. But only with a drone you would see them. The extra realism. Yeah, Aurora's just reloading. Particle cannon is going up. 2 particles going up. BoYcaH really clearing out this right hand side, and it looks like this oil will fall. It is going to fall. Technical moving in. It's going to be a TNT. But just trying to suicide. I think if that's not working, buggies is another way. Buggies and then eventually work your way up to level 3. Memorable ambush could be good. I think just sending demo bikes just 1 or 2 at a time is not working. You've got to try and change it up and do something different. He's got the cash for it. To do something different. Quad's now moving into the right hand side. Once Nuke gets picked off. Quad's getting cleared up now by these Vs. They're very strong Vs, by the way. Particles up. These like both vet 2 Vs and a non-vetted V. BoYcaH now occupies that bunker on the right. Killed the oil. Needs to kill... Oh, no, he has killed that one now. BoYcaH is also on his 3rd supply, but Sonic's been on this 4th supply for ages now. More and more quads, but where are the buggies? It's a gunship. He's going to probably get the cancel here unless he sells it. Is he going to sell that? He didn't get the sell, man. Oh my god. He's just lost 5k. That's awful. Yeah. I mean, if you're not looking, it can happen. But yeah, you just lost 5k. It's a big blow, especially when you're against 2 particles that are going to be wiping out like all your markets and stuff. You need every bit of cash, I think, especially 5k. It's massive. I think that artillery platform can be captured by both players. It's a bit of an annoying building. A very, very good defense. See demo bikes over on the left-hand side. Is he going to be able to get in anywhere, though? Probably could have tried to manually click a lot up this hill. Probably could have gone over there. These V's seem pretty full. A10 comes in on fake market. Fake market does go down. More Aurora kills. And BoYcaH's way ahead in XP. Ooh. I suppose if you keep sending demo bikes over and over again, eventually one might get through. And that was the one. It killed 2 full Vs. Both of the vetted ones. And also a ambulance there as well. Needs to be careful with that V. Ooh. Well, that technical would have exploded and killed it. It did explode, but it didn't kill it. It didn't even do a little bit of damage, really. It's a tiny little bit. Aurora comes in, finishes the tunnel. Yeah, these 2 particles, though, you could use them to kill the economy and stuff, because you've then got still time to reload, probably, and then hit the scud after. Otherwise, you could just hit the scud first. There is another one built in, so yeah, you got to worry about that now as BoYcaH. But it does have 3 Auroras out. I think 1 Aurora hit, 1 decent Aurora hit, and a particle can finish one scud. Demo bike's just going to run into the CMP. Kona Burton is there as well. Sonic is nowhere near level 3. He needs to get some more damage then. Maybe, yeah, that's why the TNTs need to happen in the beginning, because that's when you bring in a lot of XP, like TNTs on the War Factory supplies, things like that. Killing all the rangers from that as well, bringing in all the XP. Because yeah, so far he's only on just over 1,000 XP at almost 14 minutes into the game. Seems pretty low. BoYcaH on 3,200. Oh, kills his own Burton. Let's get a good shot of this guy. You've never seen Burton so up close. More demo bikes streaming on this left-hand side. BoYcaH now collecting on the left. One more V goes down. Happens to not be the Vet 3 one, though, but he's still losing Vs. I'm interested now. Is BoYcaH going to kill that scud? Or is he going to go for the markets? Palace is nice and hidden away. I think I like that. What is he going to hit? Yeah, particles are going to hit the scud. With the Spectre, you should be moving the particle around. But the Spectre's going to finish it anyway. That's nice there, to be honest. That is nice. Kills a scud with a Spectre and a particles. Now, he's still got 1 particle to use. 1 Aurora, though, goes down. That Aurora, I don't know about that. Very close to death. Particle again, and it's actually killing some markets. Going to do a bit of damage to this scud, but it's just going to be repaired by this worker. But both particles will still fire before the scud storm. So he can still wipe that out. Even could finish it with 1 particle and 1 Aurora, I think, if you do a decent Aurora hit. Probably, if you've got spare workers like that, just put all your workers around it. 95 workers around it. So then the particle's got loads of work to do in terms of stopping it getting repaired. You probably can't stop it getting repaired if there's that many. BoYcaH's almost level 5 as well, so MIB or Fuel Air Bomb at least could be a possibility. Sonic is finally level 3. Does have a CC, so Demorable Ambush could cause problems. BoYcaH's just taking out more and more tunnels, so there's no pops to be done anywhere on the right side for Sonic. Ooh, okay, denied. Reinforcement pad. Sorry, the artillery platform on the left side gets denied. A tank coming in. I think it's going to hit this market. It's got a nice juicy hit. Ooh, a Fargo ambush makes an appearance in this replay. He's beaconed it. Well, you can beacon it, and write whatever you want on the beacon, but ultimately it's still your fault. You need to wait until a better time when the V's actually parked and hitting a tunnel or something, then you use it. If the V's moving and he turns in direction that you haven't predicted, then that's your own fault. I don't know if there's lag in these games. Only one observer here. Oh man. Sean McGill would have had a better chance not on a bike in that situation. Spectre gunship and the fuel air bomb is on the way. Fuel air bomb is going to hit because there's no tunnels, because BoYkaH's taking out all the tunnels. The Scud's actually just going to be sold. Sometimes, you know, the fuel air bomb can actually take out the Spectre. Is that what's going to happen here? I don't think so. What a monstrous explosion. Aurora's on the right side. You just can't pop, and even the RPG here is not going to do anything. He does have a countermeasures anyway. I think Sonic has just run out of steam now. I think maybe from that beacon. Is he even here? Is he AFK? What's he doing now? He's building a supply. Okay, he's building a supply. He's only got 3. Ooh. Demo trap comes into play on the right side. I think there's just too many drop zones, too many particles. This is it, I'm afraid. Particle kills the palace. Almost said strategy center there. It's the palace. Gets the supply. Could have got the arms dealer there, but it doesn't matter. GG. Well played to BoYkaH. Really, really solid. I think Sonic could have won that, you know, but maybe it needs to be TNT from the beginning. He's a faster in 3rd and 4th supply because he kind of sat on it for a while. A few other little changes here and there. Basically, just didn't get enough damage then in the beginning. So yeah, 4-1 so far for BoYkaH. Okay, jumping into the reverse, we've got Gilly Demolition for BoYkaH in the red in the north of Stonehenge. Down in the south, we have the super weapon of the Sign Killer, which is Sonic. I think BoYkaH prides himself on his GLA. He loves his playing of GLA. I think he thinks it's his strongest faction, and maybe it is. But whether it is or not, as long as he believes that, his confidence is going to be up. He's already 4-1 up here, so you're going to imagine it's going to be decent. Is he going to be able to do a quick win here? Rather than letting it drag out a little bit, let the super weapon get onto EMPs and the Auroras. It's not something you really want to be fighting against. Ideally, you can close it out before that. Difference here from Sonic is going to do his box on the crates over on this left-hand side. And over on the right is going to be an EMP. I don't mind that EMP position, actually, because it definitely covers all of that. There is the narrowest point, and it covers all of it. The only thing it's not covering is the technical straight through there. How big of a gap? Something like that. Leaving quite a way in. But technicals often won't come straight through the middle. Often they will come through the flanks. Left himself with low power, and he's dropping down another power. Okay, maybe in case that one gets TNT, he is dropping down another power. He's got 2 Vs out so far. First technical is out. It might actually end up running straight into the CMP, but has BoYkaH seen it? He has, but it's too late. He's already ran into it. Does evac. It is 2 RPGs, 3 terrorists. Okay, I think he's going to get it. Yeah, he gets it. I mean, you're probably happier losing an EMP than your key base structures. So, tech RPG around the back. He's going to start building demo traps. Of course he is. I wonder if the worker can get in there, you know. I'd like to see him click in there and see what happens. Would like to see that. He's going to build 3 demo traps. That'll probably kill the war factory, you know, because I think that's close enough. Okay, terrorist brought in, kills 2 Vs. This is monstrous damage. He's even building another. He's even building another, and he's got a super attack. Oh my god! Kills the war factory of demo traps. This is legendary. It's just a complete obliteration. I said, will it be quick? And it looks like it is going to be quick. Is Sonic even going to make it to like 4 minutes? He's getting his oil on the right. BoYkaH will get killed, but the demo trap has killed the dozer. This is BoYkaH's just going complete aggression, and it's just all working. Sonic is getting some oils though, and that super tech might get wasted. But yeah, this is going pretty bad for Sonic. He's got 6.8k though. Is BoYkaH going to try and finish the job here? Because if he goes right now, camps that production, or just kills that dozer, it's over. I think, obviously, he can't see under the fog. He doesn't know what's going on over here. He probably thinks it's just already won. But if he does go right, yeah, camps the production, that's immediately GG. But you probably could say it's GG regardless, actually. He's killed so much. Look at the XP difference. If you just compare that to the last game, just rewind a bit. Even like the 10 minutes in, did Sonic even have that much XP? I don't think so. This is a complete demolition job. Excuse the pun. Users would be proud. BoYkaH just wrecking everything. Laserlock tries to come in. It's not working out. All the infantry here going down. BoYkaH can just either camp this position or go in and kill the dozer or kill the production or whatever he wants to do. Oil on the right's being killed. Oil in the middle is left so far, but that could be focusing on it. And that's the last dozer, I think. Yeah, it's some nice aggression there from BoYkaH, to be honest. I don't think many people will be able to survive against that. Another TNT. Yeah, BoYkaH's just not messing around. He's already got that much XP.
You are victorious.
2,200 in 5 minutes. Legendary play there from BoYkaH. Not messing around at all. 5-1 is the score. Okay, jumping into the next match, we have BoYkaH down in the south with the China nuke in the red color. Up in the north, we have the China tank for Sonic with the cyan color. So he's got the weaker army now because of the ranged units for BoYkaH mainly, but also you've got fast overlords with the nuke overlords, which you prefer over emperors, even though an emperor might win a 1v1 with no support or whatever. You still prefer the speed and the speaker tower subliminal meshing of the nuke. So 2 supplies for BoYkaH. Is it going to be a barracks on the right side? Some people do a barracks and a bunker. This war factory will just be used to keep them busy a little bit, and then behind it you'll go for a fast prop. But actually from BoYkaH, he's just going full aggression again. 2 supplies, 2 war factories. And Sonic's going for a helix. Not something you see that often as the tank. I don't mind this boxing over here, you know. I think a Battle Master still might be able to get in there. But I like that with the airfield. To be fair, yeah, I do. But for the tank, the helix is so slow and so expensive to get out. Like, is he even going to be able to make the most of that? And is it expected that he's going for a helix? BoYkaH seems to be aware there could be a helix. He's got a GAT over on the right. And another GAT. Yeah, he's expecting a helix. Well, he's going to see these tank hunters now and immediately think, yeah, it could be a helix. One outpost gets picked off. He did garrison in the middle. What's he looking for? He's looking for the dozer probably. He's going to find it, BoYkaH. I don't think he's going to let him off. In the World Series, if he finds a dozer, you're going to kill it. Helix is now out. I can hear it. But it's very slow. This truck's going for a wander. Dozer goes down, but Battle Master also goes down. But the prop is up. 2 GATs are already made. No barracks yet for the Lotus. That's the last dozer. Going to be focused down by the Battle Master, but there is a helix on the way. So the helix is definitely known now. Did he get the cancel on that? I don't even know. I think he might have. He had like enough money in the bank, but I wasn't watching it. Can hear the oil capture coming in for BoYcaH. He grabs the oil on the left. We've got one overload and one get out so far with an ECM support for BoYcaH on this left side. BoYcaH doesn't have much XP, only 21 XP, probably just from that oil cap. You get 21 XP from that. Bit like a chess match, honestly. Nobody really wanting to commit fully to an attack, but I suppose plays more into BoYcaH's hands. Because the longer the game goes, the more the advantages of the nuke come into play, I think. Lotus grabs the oil on the right side, so BoYcaH with a 2 oil lead at the moment. He has subliminal meshing, he has 2 GATs and ECM pushing on the right with the overlord. And BoYcaH begins to push on the right side. I think you need to take out 1.5 of those GATs for the Helix to be able to come in with 2 ECMs there, and the subliminal meshing as well. Lotus is capturing the war factory. I think that overlord's going to get killed though. Does get killed. Hung around a little bit too long there against the Battle Masters, I think. Could have like poked a little bit, killed like one, maybe then come back, but now he's lost his army there. But there is the nuke cannon in the middle. Yeah, BoYcaH just playing it slow and methodical. I just think he overstepped it a little bit there. He's got a 2 oil lead though, and you could argue he's still in a winning position anyway. What's going on here? Lotus actually gets a Battle Master, okay. Yeah, BoYcaH continuing to press. He's not shy here, not scared of pressing. With the new cannon support especially, it's looking pretty good. Lotus on the right side. Just Sonic grabs himself the oil back. There is a Helix flying now down the right side, but it's getting picked off by a GAT. It's going to move slowly now. And it's dead. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's GG. I think Sonic is out of the World Series. He's lost everything. He's got 3 Battle Masters, 2 Tank Hunters left. BoYcaH's collecting now on the 3rd supply. CC being built. I would like to see C built more at the back of the map. I think that's a bit too brave to build. Well, no, not brave, but I would prefer him to be building a 4th supply there in the CC. CC typically wants to hug the sides of the map because then the support powers. What's he doing? What is he doing? This is the World Series, man. You fight to the death. You don't start killing your own buildings. Even if it does give me a bit of a laugh. Yeah, it doesn't make any difference. You could just sell your buildings or just quit, though. You would save us all you'd save us all a few minutes of life. He's flaming his own buildings, okay. I suppose it does give us a bit of a laugh here. I've not seen that before in the World Series. Literally killing his entire base. Artillery coming in for BoYcaH. But at this point, he's just given up. Is there any point in watching this? Nah, GG. Well played. Sonic will go out of the World Series. BoYcaH will progress, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Staz waits in the next round for him. And then if BoYcaH gets past that, or if Staz gets past that, then XCal will be waiting for him after that. Probably, I think. Yeah. GG. All played. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and see you in the next one.